Okay,
And,
so this is the traditional gate.
and inside the door, like this position, was marked very special mark, people holding hand.
Okay.
Friends told me from Jewish, they told me there's original stuffed David, like another style of stuffed David. You can still find this
Right.
inside the long town.
Oh, right. Okay. So this is the original doors. Okay. So this is the exhibit.
This is Dr. Shan.
Ah, this is him.
Here, I should emphasize there's another heroes, a Japanese. He also issued thousands of passports.
Okay, I've heard about him. He issued a few thousand. I read about that on the website.
He's, I think, a Lithuania consul general against the policies of
Yes.
Japanese sort of heroes.
Yes, he's a hero. And so Dr. Feng Sheng, and then Shu Sigura. Right. Oh. And these are the
photographers of their passport.
This is their passport. Chinese visa to Shanghai issued by Dr. He Feng Sheng. Wow. And then an advertisement, okay, in Italy, advertising the...
Italy ticket.
Yeah, the tickets. Right. And so they came through Italy down to here.
Yeah, maybe Mediterranean.
Yes.
Through Mediterranean to Far East. They used to call Shanghai Far East.
Yes. Oh. And this is a family of the Rosenfels on its way to Shanghai in 1939.
And this was the JDC head office of
American Jewish Joint Distribution Committee set up its office in Shanghai to assist. Oh, right.
By 5 minutes on foot.
Ah. Wow. People waiting on the dock to meet refugees in Shanghai. Wow. Oh, look, here's a statue of the refugees. So it says, a new life sculpture by Ni Wei. Inspired by tomorrow, we would be starting a new life in a strange city in an unfamiliar country with an unfamiliar language, climate and people, where we would be safe and free. Evelyn Park Rubin, a former Jewish refugee in Shanghai. Beautiful. And this is life. So this is the classrooms and the youth association. A German Jewish child acquiring a new language, Hebrew. Wow. A Vienna cafe restaurant. So a Passover there. They're all having Passover there, and.
But I have a question. How do you call this? The propaganda of this. How do you call this?
Vienna.
No, not the word of this place to do the propaganda of this.
The
So our synagogue keep this, the old things. When they collect, when the buildings collect, we keep this.
Advertisement signage.
And maybe
It's called a signage. Sign. Yeah, it's not propaganda. That's more designed to persuade people of opinion. But this is advertising sign. An advertising sign. Yeah. It says Wiener Cafe Restaurant. It's a delicatessen, and with a dentist above it. Okay. Yeah. So that's there. And then we've got so they did their own paper too. 1943, Shanghai. Here we are, the Shanghai Jewish Chronicle. Wow. And I can see it's written in German. Okay.
Yeah, actually before
not Hebrew.
1933, the Jewish people's life in Shanghai was quite nice. They're holding like ping pong games,
Wow.
papers, books, or newspapers.
Okay. And this is... Oh, so that the refugees learning to cook traditional Shanghai food. Okay. They lived in alleyways and down the side.
And I think it is quite difficult for them because I know in the Jewish tradition they should eat kosher.
Kosher, yes.
Couldn't eat maybe like pork.
Yes.
But Shanghainese love the meal like pork or beef.
Okay. Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah,
That's a problem. So we've got a barber school, kitchen, working on sewing machines.
That man talk about the life. Yes, in this ghetto.
I see this over and over in history that
People are very difficult for issue or pass to go out of the ghetto because they need to find a job.
the Japanese governor of Shanghai,
And he's now in America, I gather. He's American. He's now in America.
Maybe.
and he had a little bit of a Napoleon complex, and he wanted to show himself off how powerful he was. So once in a while, he used to slap in the face. How dare you ask for a pass? Why do you want to pass? Bingo, one in the face, you know. But relatively speaking, that was not the worst thing in the world. I mean, people have suffered a lot more than this. And we like to think that we're the only people that have suffered, but it's not true. I mean, I see this over and over in history that people suffer, Jewish people.
They just play again and again.
The German Jews during the war wanted to
Right. And this is the Shanghai Ashkenazi Collaboration Relief Association, formed on February the 28th, 1943, to deal with the problem of relocating stateless refugees. Okay. And they're representing the Jewish community of Central European Jews. Okay, an anti-Nazi group member. Oh. And this is an old painting or a modern one?
Modern one
This is a nice modern.
reflect the Chinese lunar calendar New Year. I think these two guys are Jewish.
Yes.
The style of
The
wearing.
style, yes. And maybe his wife there, you know. And they've got lanterns out there. So it's inspired by by Gerda Brenda. Gerda Brenda was her former name. Now residing in Australia, revisited to Shanghai in April 2005. She recalled that her friendly Chinese ex-neighbours once invited her whole family to a Chinese New Year's Eve dinner, which made everyone feel so warm. Wow.
Living in Australia. This is very interesting. This was original, the passport. The little girls from Austria. He lived in Shanghai for 10 years.
Yes.
But when she left his passport and couldn't find it. Actually, it's inside a book. Several years later, a Shanghainese find the book and oops, there's a passport. Am I gonna find the ladies wearing the shoes?
Oh,
This
so they
is
made
the-
efforts to locate her. Oh, wow.
She find the book in a second-hand shop
Wow.
and contacted the ladies.
Oh, fantastic.
Even it's been 60 years, it's still very interesting.
Wow.
Actually, Shanghai leaves a strong impression to her.
Yes.
10 years.
A monument for the refugees. Wow, this is an interesting comment. Those of us who grew up in Shanghai felt no anti-Semitism, said David Zeisman, standing left. Yes. Interesting. I understand that still continues to this day, where the Chinese don't have a sense of anti-Semitism.
They never happened in Shanghai.
Yes, yes. That's great. And starting a new life. Goodbye China. Some of the Jewish refugees left Shanghai for resettlements via Hong Kong. Okay. They left... Okay. And some more photos. Dr. Jacob Rosenfeld, a Jewish refugee who came to Shanghai from Austria in 1939. He left Shanghai to join the anti-Japanese war in 1941 and served in the ranks of the Communist-led army for 10 years. Interesting. Dr. Fritz Jensen, a Jewish doctor and writer who came to China from Austria with his Chinese wife and child, joined the anti-Japanese war. Interesting. Hans Schippy, a writer and reporter from Germany, was the first Jewish volunteer to fall in battle on China's soil during the war against Japanese aggression. And you had Jewish doctors helping out in the war and things like that. Another Jewish doctor Hans Müller, and Friedrich Schiff, a Jewish artist who came to Shanghai from Austria. So you had artists and Dr. Wilhelm Mainzer. Interesting. It's beautiful.